All right. Well, welcome to January. Unbelievable January 2021 is behind us, Bob.
Wow.
Behind us.
Scary.
So,
These years are going
cheers
way
to
too
the new
fast.
year. So cheers to the new year, right? It's here. So I'm so excited about this. We have a lot of people on today. So welcome everybody. For those of you who don't know who we are, Bob's in Pennsylvania at the home office, our CEO, Bob Sicozo. And I am Kim Geringer, the VP of Sales and Marketing, and I am in Gilbert, Arizona. I work remotely for those of you who don't know. So welcome. Bob, you've been making any New Year's resolution, any personal ones this year?
Yeah, to work out a little bit more. And no, it's the same as last year. Everything was perfect last year. So let's just keep it all the same with a little extra workout in there.
Oh, there we go. Well, I was telling the ladies beforehand that one of my resolutions is to have more fun. So I don't know if you saw, this was making snow angels up in the
I did see
snow
that
this past weekend. So because I can be a little serious and I kind of forget to have fun sometimes. So that's one of my resolutions, and to not take people's calls and emails late on the weekends. Are you guys listening to me? Because I'm really bad at, I want to help everybody at all hours. So I'm going to try and keep to normal hours and have more fun that way too. So that was one of the things. As you guys may have hinted, we're going to be having some training at the end of this event on goal setting. And so we have Allison and Callie, they're going to be joining us. So stick around for that, because that's really exciting, especially for the new year. I'm so excited to hear what they have to share. So Bob, some home office updates, not a lot of updates. I wanted to share sales and sponsoring. Since now we have a whole year behind us, I thought we'd share December. So we have for December, hold on, my clicker's not working. So for sales, for November versus December 21, we were down. Now that's pretty normal because what is November? Our very busiest month of the year, especially for candles.
Yeah.
So
I was actually
totally expected.
I was actually surprised that we did as well in December as we did. Normally there's less business, but we were busy right up until the end. So it was actually good. And we had an outstanding November. So that number really isn't telling the whole story, but yeah, we did have it was a great December.
Well, but then I looked at last December versus this December. So a little different there. 96% increase from year over year. So if that tells you how great you guys have been doing, phenomenal. So then for sponsoring, again, November versus December, our best month is November. So we had a decrease, obviously, in sponsoring, but December's rough. It's a rough one for sponsoring.
Yeah.
And then for year over year, we had a 61% increase. So I love seeing the green on there. So then I also thought I would share our 2020 versus 2021. So the whole year, I thought it'd be interesting to see how do we do for sales. So we had an 81% increase year over year, guys. And I don't know if you guys realize, I mean, most businesses, when you're talking increases, if you have 5 or 10%, you're, shouting through the rooftop. So this is incredible, phenomenal growth for sales. So then for sponsoring, we had an increase, not a huge increase, but hey, we'll take it, 4% over last year. So we have a lot of work to do with our sponsoring for 2022. And Bob's got some great things that I think are going to help you for sponsoring. So that's what last year and this year looked like. So great job, everybody. So then we still have our extended customer service hours. I asked Bob, and Lisa's going to continue to do that. So on Mondays and Wednesdays. So here's the information for that. So that's great help for you guys. And then just a reminder that we did have that price increase, which probably did help our December a little bit, because I know all of you stocked up on a lot of our fundraiser fragrances and your favorites at that lower price. So that's just a quick look of what has been posted out there. And that also included the January monthly website bundles there. So the $100 stayed the same, but you can see the other ones went up to $44.95 starting in January. So then new distributors. So let's take a look at who we had join us. So Bob, here we had 8 associates that joined us. Do you want to say their names real quick?
Sure. We got Bill, Zach, Randolph, Klaus, Gregory, Diva, I think, Julie, and Margaret.
Welcome to our associates. And then for our distributors, we had 29 new distributors. So I have a couple columns here that will tag team here. So welcome, you can see I have them by states, and you see California's highlighted. So California was our biggest state of recruiting for December. So welcome Janice, Yvonne, Maureen, Carolyn, Lois, Nestina, Candace, Damon, Francisca, and Letitia. How about these, Bob?
Yeah, where are we at? Oh, Tamantha, Amanda. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good.
Oh, okay. Randolph, Madeline, Tammy, Timber, Terry, Andrea, Sharon, and Elisa. No.
I think it's, I'm not, Elnissa?
Elnissa.
I think is how you say that. Yeah. Pretty neat. All right. Then we have Dawn, Carol, Carrie, Glenda, Michelle, Magdalena, Michelle, Dixie, and Kim. So welcome to all of our new distributors from December. So then let's take a look at our sponsors, Bob. So for sponsors, we had Linda, Nada, Jennifer, Pat, Savannah, Delia, Heather, Ginger, Cassandra, and Geraldine all had one. How about this list, Bob? They all have one too.
Yep. Donna, Dorothy, Nicholas, Dree, Becky, Lane, Deborah, Chelsea, and Kathy.
All right. Then look at here. Allison, Julie, Patrice, and Jacqueline all had two in the month of December. And then Kathy had three. And last but not least, James had 4 sponsors in December. So James had the highest number in December. So way to go, you guys. I know December is a tough month, so great job.
Great job.
Growing your team.
You know,
so then we also had, oh, go ahead, Bob.
Yeah, I want to just talk a second about sponsoring. Somebody asked me the other day, well, how do you do it? And I always use the same verbiage. My lifestyle's my pathway. So I had to make a phone call to GoDaddy. And GoDaddy, as many of you know, is based in Arizona. And I got the guy on the phone early in the morning. They're open 24/7. And it was like 4 in the morning and got the guy on the phone and fixed my account. There was an issue with the account and with some of the names that we have. And so I always bring into the conversation my candle business. And I go, so how's it going out there? I said, are you in Arizona? He goes, yeah. And I go, we're in the candle business. I said, we're doing a lot of business out there. I said, I'm sure, are you a candle burner? And he goes, yeah. And Kim and I have been on the phone when I've done this. And so I brought it up and he said, I love candles. So I told him to visit the company site and take a look around and we'd appreciate the business. And I'll find somebody if he was interested in the local area. Well, he didn't call me back, and I don't know if he went to the website and bought a candle or not, but he had my number, and I said, make sure you call me if you buy something. I'd like your feedback. And you see, I planted that seed. I got on the phone about an issue with my account, but I ended it, and he had to know when I hung up who I was and what my website was. And that's how you build your business. It's all about numbers after that, but you have to tell the world who you are and what you have. And that's the secret. There is no big secret to building your team. It's talking to lots of people and make sure you bring up information about your company and yourself.
Yep. And just put that product in front of them, right? Like you said.
Yeah, and January's the month. Well, you know, he was a Gold Canyon customer. And I forget what part he was, up in the north somewhere, wherever he was. He was remote. He was working remote. But he knew and he had purchased from them. Like I said, maybe he'll call in a month. Who knows? You don't know. But you plant the seed. You have to plant the seed.
Well, and those who planted the seed in December, they earned some additional income, right, Bob? Because remember, they had the chance to earn up to $250 or more in cash.
Yeah.
Or Bella Bucks. So you can see how that panned out. So let's take a look at who boosted their income in December. So all of these people earned 10 $. So they had one person that was on the $99.95 kit. So we have Nada, Jennifer, Cassandra, and Geraldine. So congratulations. And how about these next ones, Bob? They had 2.
Yeah, Julie, Patrice, Kathy, Nada, Jennifer, Cassandra, and Geraldine.
Yep. So Julie, Patrice, and Kathy all got 40 because they sponsored 2, or they will have. We'll be entering those this week, guys, because I know you're asking, where's my $. We'll get those in. All right, and last but not least, we have James McDonald. So remember, he had 4, but 3 of those were on the $99.95 kit. So he's going to get $90 for his 3 sponsors. So congratulations, guys, on earning those additional $. For December. All right, so top selling distributors in December. So our Strive for 5, which this is going to move into 2022 because I like this. I like this is a good number to strive for every month. 500 in sales. So for December, we had 69. Oh, that's supposed to say December. Sorry about that, guys. 69 people in December actually earned this. So we had 36 people who did between 500 and 999. So Bob, you want to take this first column?
You bet. Julie, Jennifer, Patty, Cassandra, Lisa, Brenda, Christine, Heather, and Karen.
And then we have Kishel, Tina, Laura, Idina, Tammy, Barb, Liliana, Rachel, and Kasonia.
Congratulations.
How about these, Bob?
And remember, guys, these are wholesale numbers. These are not retail. Mm-hmm. Michelle, Chelsea, Glenda, Lois Ann, Jennifer, Darlene, Valerie, David, and Michelle.
And then we have Laura, Nancy, Krista, Marilyn, Christine, Geraldine, Carrie, Callie, and Paula. Congratulations, everybody. All right, so now let's look at, we had 21 who did between 1,000 and 1999.
Wow.
Do you want to do these names as they come up, Bob?
Sure. Fran, Galen, Tammy,
Aretta.
Aretta, just like it looks. Elena, Susan, Cherie, 1,200. Julie.
And the numbers just keep getting bigger.
And James. Oh, we're not done yet. Kathy.
Not done yet.
Diane.
All right.
Kelly.
So we have Shelly.
Deborah. Jennifer. Judy.
Judy.
Am I cutting in on your territory, Kim?
No, go ahead. Go ahead. You finish off the list.
Rachel. Nikki. Nada. Shelly. Todd and Jesse.
Yeah, so that's our 21 who had that amount. So congratulations, everybody.
Great job.
So our next list, instead of doing the top 10, I decided to do the top 12, Bob. So look at the range between 2,000 and 9,000. That's quite a range, wow. Especially for December. So we're going to start with number 12, Tanya, over 2,000. Gina, over 2,000. Galen, 2,400. Patrice, now up to 3,200. Pamela's number 8 at 3,200. Eleanor's number 7, 3,600. Look at James, number 6, over 3,800. Number 5, Denise, over 4,000. Oh, look at number 4, Jody, almost 5,000, just shy of 5,000. Number 3, Kylie, over 7,000. Number 2, Monica Culpepper, look at that, over 8,000. And I see someone dancing over to the side here. I think she knows who's number 1. Mary Staples, over 9,000. Congratulations, Mary.
Yeah.
Everybody, just phenomenal
really.
Numbers. So congratulations. I mean, just exciting to see these kind of numbers, especially in December. So great job. All right. So we have more recognition, which we'll be having on Friday of this week. So that'll be same time we're doing this right now. And that's where we'll cover any of our promotions for December. And we'll have the final results from our seller circle for fourth quarter. And then we'll also give an update on who's earned the trip and who's on track for the trip. And then we'll let you know, you got to let us know, are you going to take your rewards for seller circle or are you going for the trip? So we'll let you know how you can do that as well. All right, so for January sponsoring, we still have the Why Mia Bellas video out there and also the product pros comparisons for those who want to know more about why we're the best. And then this video I'm working on updating. We pulled it off the website because it has, obviously we've had some price changes. So I'll be working on re-recording this and getting that posted as soon as possible for you and your customers, okay? So for sponsoring, we have the same deals as we did in December, just a new look. And just notice too that I've updated the retail based on the price increase too. So that fits with the price increase of what they'll get. So we have the product bundle, and I just want to note, you're getting a little teaser there of what the fundraiser and the catalog look like. Until those are in-house, you're going to be getting, the 2020 catalog and our current fundraising brochure. So you need to let your sponsors know if they're signing up before they're ready, they're getting the old, not the new, okay? And we'll talk a little bit more about that. So then for our 65 Bella Bucks, you can see here, and then again, we've just updated the value. And then our 150 Bella Bucks, we've changed the picture on that too, and the value of that for your customers and hopefully prospective new team members. So that's our offers for January. And then I updated this as well. I think this started with Jody. So I just kind of updated this with some new, and look at this too, guys, with the price. My thing is getting covered up. I think it's $109.75 now for those 5 candles, or $99.95 for 13 candles. So, seems simple to me. I wanted to put a no-brainer, but I didn't. I kept it. Seems simple to me. It's the copy there. But I'll have both of these out there for you too, just a little different look for you guys to share to help with your sponsoring efforts as well. So then we have another boost. So who of you would like to earn $1,000 or more in January for your sponsoring efforts? I'm seeing some hands going up there.
Man, I've seen that hand go up so fast, Jody. You just popped that thing up there and she didn't even finish the sentence and you were up there. You're like me. That would be me.
Like, woo.
Yep, I'm in.
Yeah, so let's take a look at how that can happen in January. So look at all this. So instead of stopping at 5 distributors, we went all the way up to 10. So you can see where you have the opportunity to earn anywhere from 10 Bella Bucks per sponsor up to 90 with 9. But then we open up the cash. If you sponsor 10 or more new distributors in January, you earn $100 cash for each one of those. Now, I know that's a big number, but we've been talking about getting those lists ready and getting those names down and going back to those people who are on the fence. And be creative, guys. I mean, if you're getting potentially $100 per person, you might be able to do your own incentive, right? I mean, if you're getting cash and you're shooting for that, get people involved in it and offer your own incentives of what they can earn in addition to just the great, offers that they get just for joining. Right, Bob? I mean, there's all kinds of things you can do, whether it's the Bella Bucks or the cash.
Did we share that the new person joining is also getting 50 Bella Bucks? Right?
Right, because they're only spending $100 and getting that 50 Bella Bucks. So and again, this is based on them being the big kit. They have to get that $99.95 enrollment offer. And yep, and we put in here too that we have to make sure, that's why none of this will get paid out until March for your February commissions, because we have to make sure that that person also has an active auto ship if they've been charged for that. So that's a little bit different requirement in there too. And you personally, if you're sponsoring, have to have 500 in volume for the month of January. So those are the little terms and conditions on the bottom there, but a lot of potential here. I mean, even if you can't shoot for 10, it's still a lot of opportunity here for you to get Bella Bucks, which means cash in your pocket. So I hope that you guys have been making your list and are reaching out to a lot of people. So the great opportunities here. All right, and I wanted to redo our map here, Bob. So this is through the end of the year, where you can see I've highlighted, these are only our distributors, not our associate distributors. Okay, so these are people who have their monthly website bundles. So if you look here, I kind of highlighted like California. This is since June. So they've had 16 new people join in California since June. I think our highest one was in Pennsylvania with 23. Arizona had 19. You can see Indiana had 15. Virginia had 16. So you can see some big movers in different states out there. Now we've also had some states that have gone down. We have Washington and Oregon, Wisconsin, Louisiana, Mississippi, North Carolina, Delaware. So a couple states have actually gone down. You know, Alaska and Hawaii have all gone down. But if you guys are looking at this, look at the opportunity that you guys have. I mean, we are the furthest thing from being a saturated market where people know who we are. I mean, when you look at a state like California, the population of California, and there's 191 distributors, lots of opportunity. So, you know, this is a great thing for you to share. I do see that I have one little mistake here, so I'll repost this for you guys, but because Michigan is a green +4, not a red. I don't like red because that's it's a positive color. But just so much opportunity for you guys to share Mia Bellas in all these states and so many states. I think South Dakota just finally got one. That was 0 last time. So we have one new person in South Dakota. So great opportunity there. And then I also have Canada here where you can see Alberta has gone up 1, Saskatchewan went down 1, and Ontario went up 1 in the last 6 months. So there's a huge opportunity, obviously, in Canada there. So I'll post these out there for you guys like I always do after the event, but I wanted you to see a visual of where everybody is in the United States and Canada. All right, so for sales, obviously, we still have our trip going on through February. So there's still 2 full months left, guys, for people to keep earning either the trip for 1 or the trip for 2 or more cash, right? So still plenty of time for that. And I wanted to go through, I'm going to go through these quickly, guys, because I'll be posting this. I want to spend as much time as we can on the training at the end. But I put the top selling products, not only for December, but also for 4th quarter. So we'll go through these because I will post these for you too. But you can see for our signature, that bamboo and water mint was #1 for December. And then as far as Q4, our hearth and home was #1 over the 3 months, October through December. And then for December, for our 9-ounce sweet orange and chili pepper is our #1 fragrance for that. And then for Q4, look at sweet orange and chili pepper. So not only was it for December, it was all of 4th quarter was our #1 seller in the 9-ounce. For melts for December, you can see our top 5 there. We have Celebrate, Sweet Orange and Chili Pepper, Coffee Time, Lavender Chamomile, and Slate and Stone. Rounded out the top 5 of our top 20 for melts in December. And then when we did it for 4th quarter, you can see Cozy Christmas, Days of Christmas, Christmas Pine, Holiday Wreath, and Coffee Time rounded out the top 5. My son just figured out those Coffee Time melts, so he's been asking for a lot of those. He loves that one. I don't know if you guys have tried those, but that is phenomenal, especially in the melts. So that rounds out our 20 for Q4. And then we have our 16-ounce. So our top 5, no surprise there, Celebrate #1, and then Cinnamon Vanilla, Home for Christmas, Stress No More, and Christmas Pine, rounded out our top 5 for December. And then for Q4, Home for Christmas, Cinnamon Vanilla, Christmas Pine, Stress No More, and Hot Apple Pie were our top 5 of the top 20 for Q4. And then I did a Q4 for our limited edition. So our apple pecan pie was #1 for that of the top 5 for our limited edition jars. So then I also like to share the breakdown for products. So this is what December looks like. For signature candles, it was 0.5% of our sales overall. 9-ounce was 6% of sales. Mia melts were 10%, and 16-ounce candles were 82% for December. And then if we break it down for Q4, the breakdown, signature candles were 1%, 9-ounce candles were 4%, Mia melts went up to 12%, and then our 16-ounce candles combined between the 16-ounce and the limited, so 82% if you want to look at 16-ounce candles for our product breakdown for Q4. All right, so spring, summer fundraising. I know a lot of you are getting geared up for this. I had a lot of people, when are we getting them? When are we getting them? So very close. So they did go to print. So these are going to be available January 14th you'll be able to purchase these. So here's the part number and the description, and they're $9.95 for a pack of 25. So let's take a look at what those look like. This is a little updated look of what the packets are going to look like. And you can see our 15 top fragrances there as well. And then here's the chart that you're going to see for each one of those candles. And then we also have, and these are, Mike's actually putting these online for you guys today. We do have the 15 sampler sets for you guys available to order today. So those are available for you guys to get now. And you can see the part number in there too. So they're $17.95 for a set of 15. So here's the flyer too. This also is available. I'll post this today for you guys. So that's the front of the flyer. And then you can see the fragrances. You guys might notice, look at Peace, Love, and Watermelon. So we've updated the look of our Peace, Love, and Watermelon. So we're going to have some, we'll talk a little bit more about that next week, our product strategy. And then obviously the fragrance descriptions will be here as well with the notes on this. So you have this to send to organizations right now in the meantime until you're able to get those brochures in your hands. All right, so talking about our annual catalog. So on the 13th, again, I'll send out information on this. It'll probably be about the same time, I would imagine. I'm going to reveal the 2022 catalog and our spring fragrances. So look forward to that. I'll give you a little teaser. There's the front cover of our 2022 annual catalog. So this has gone to print as well. So hopefully next week I'll be able to give you a date of when that will be in-house and when you'll be able to order that, okay? So looking forward to that. I had a lot of fun with this catalog, Bob. It was fun doing the catalog shoot here. And what's also fun is we also feature a couple of distributors' images that they shared with me that made the catalog. So it's fun to always incorporate not only, you know, what you guys are doing, and we have some fun quotes that you guys shared. So I love being able to involve the field wherever we can. So I'm excited to share this. All right, so fragrance of the month. So this got released on the 1st, our white citrus fragrance. So I know you guys are going to love that. I'm sure it hasn't arrived yet, but I'm sure it's on its way to a lot of you. These will be available on the 14th for your customers. So in the melts and in the 16 ounce through your website. And then mini melts. So Mike and I have been talking about the mini melt selection. So we had a couple fragrances that haven't been doing so well. I'm losing my mind of which ones they were. I know one of them was Odor No More and the Angel Wings. Angel Wings are the two that are not selling well. So those are going to be phased out for the year, but we're going to add Ginger Lime and Stress No More. So he said he will be putting these online on Friday, January 7th. Okay, so we'll let you know when those are available for you guys to order. So nice to have a little bit a different selection. And, you know, Mike and I talked, and we'll probably be doing this throughout the year to give you a couple new ones, especially if we have some popular seasonal ones that potentially we can get out there for you as well. So look forward to that. Great way, again, for your sponsoring efforts to have some new fragrances to share. And new holders, Bob. I know you've been waiting for this.
I know.
So this Friday, we have how many, Bob?
5.
5 new
Three
holders.
new ones. Well, 3 new ones.
Be available.
3 new ones.
3 new. They're new to me. They're new to me because I didn't know that we had the other ones. So it's new to a lot of people, but I'm saying they're all new. But let's take a look at our first one. So this is the one that you've had before, right?
Yes.
I think you said you had before. So 3-leg 16 ounce holder. Now we're selling them in sets of 6. So you guys are aware. So it's going to be $34.50 is going to be your cost for 6 of these. So if you break it down, that's $5.75 individually for you. And because these will not be on the website, these will only be through your back office. We're not setting a retail price. It's up to you what you want to sell these to your customers for. We're not going to set that price for you. Okay. So this is one of 5. Our second one is our 3-leg 20 ounce holder, which again is, you've had this one before. I just haven't seen it, but again, these are all going to be sold in sets of 6. So this will be $37.50 for 6 of them. So that's $6.25 a piece for you guys for your cost. Our next one is our round 16 ounce holder, again, in a set of 6. So distributor cost on these will be $40.50. So this is $6.75 a piece for this round one for the 16 ounce. Then we have our square 16 ounce holder, again in a set of 6. So your cost is going to be $40.50 for 6 of them, or $6.75 a piece. And then our final holder is our square 20-ounce holder, again in a set of 6, and your cost is going to be $43.50 for 6, or that breaks down to $7.25 a piece for your cost. So there's our new holders. So again, those will be available Friday. So we'll let you know when those are available for you. So hopefully, I know we've had a lot of requests for holders, so I hope you guys are excited about having some of these to share with your customers and your displays and your events. So always a great thing to have.
We did the square ones in double thickness, so they're really nice. They're heavy. They came packed in 6s, so we decided to sell them in 6s. The shipping was as much as the racks. I mean, it was crazy to bring them in, but we wanted to do that to give some more product to the company. I like the square one and the round one.
Yeah, I think they're gonna love it. They've been asking, so hopefully they sell a lot of them. All right, so our January website customer special. So this is gonna be for $75. They're gonna get the free bag of melts in our Celebrate fragrance. Again, no code needed. They automatically add those in the back to those orders. And then our limited editions. So we have a lot going on this month, guys. So our chocolate dip strawberry, so you guys know that was available to you last month, but went online for your customers yesterday. It was supposed to be the first, a little delayed, but those are on websites available for you guys now. So we have lots of fun images out there for you guys to share with your customers. And then I saw this post the other day, Bob. So this is from Tamala Meridian. Am I saying that right? I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. So sorry, Tamala, if I said your, but she's asking about the fur baby level. And we all know we lost Betty White, which I know who doesn't love Betty White. It's such a sad day. And she died just short of her 100th birthday, which is going to be the 17th of this month. So she had said, hey, is there any ways we can get some of these fur baby labels and maybe do something where we can donate it in her name to local shelters? And I thought, oh, so I emailed Bob and Mike, and Bob's like, hey, or Mike actually said, we actually have just under 500 labels sitting here. So look what we get to offer. And Bob's like, well, why don't we have some of those lids. Why don't we throw the wooden lid on there too? So again, available Friday, we're going to have fur babies. Now it's not going to be in the buy 11, get one free, especially because it has the lid. And because guess what? Bob's going to give $1 from every purchase to a local organization. So it's a SPCA, and it's in Pennsylvania. This is one that Charlie works a lot with. If you see him post his pet pictures and things for adoption, Charlie's very involved in this organization. So $1 will go from that. But we're also going to have the opportunity for the top seller to get 300 to be donated in their name as well. Or if they want to do it in Betty White's name, they can do that too. But that's what we thought. We would celebrate Betty White with this candle. So these are going to be available on the 7th. We know her actual 100th birthday would have been the 17th. So I thought that was such a great idea. And I've seen a lot of going on social about this too, just sharing this, and this was so close to her heart. She just loved pets, and she helped a lot of shelters and things. So this is really close to her heart. So I love this. So this will be available too. So that again on the 7th, a lot happening on the 7th. Good thing I put a calendar together for you guys, huh? Then our romance candle, as you guys know, we were having some problems with that, but we were able to find the right wick and get that available. So this is actually going to be available on the 14th. So that'll be next Friday. We're going to put it in the back office and through your website. Since it's getting, we're cutting off some of the time for Valentine's Day, we want to give you and your customers both the opportunity to purchase this. So you can see the fragrance description here with the notes. But again, this will be available on Friday, again, through your back office and your website. And look at this, guys. Did you know that there's a National Bubblegum Day? I didn't know that. But it happens to be February 4th. So I thought, and I think this was Jody who had mentioned this, wouldn't it be fun to have a bubblegum candle? And I thought, yes, it would. And I tell you, this was interesting to try and find a fragrance that captured, that bubblegum fragrance, but we found it. So guess what? We are introducing a bubblegum candle. So this is going to be available Friday the 21st. So you can see a sentimental childhood favorite. The sweet aroma of bubblegum makes you feel like a kid again. This mouthwatering scent opens with a playful tutti frutti accord, supported by softer notes of banana, pineapple, and wild mint. A dusting of cinnamon and a sprinkle of vanilla sugar completes this nostalgic blend. So it has top notes of orange and tutti frutti, middle of banana, pineapple, and minty, and bottom of cinnamon and vanilla sugar. So how fun is that, you guys? I thought this would just be a fun one. Again, it's limited. We have limited amounts of what we're going to have on this, but just a fun one. You know, what the heck? We're going to celebrate Bubblegum Day. So you guys will have that to be able to share with your customers. So that's a fun one. Here's a couple images that I'll be sharing as well that we'll put out there. And I know Tom's working on even more, but here's a couple that I'll put out there for you guys as well. All right, and then who can forget our Bella's Irish Cream? This is a popular fragrance that we're bringing back. So this is going to be available on Friday the 28th. So for those of you, it's indulge yourself with the sensuous blend of French roast and Irish cream. Rich tones of roasted coffee beans are surrounded with accents of oak-aged liquor. Smooth, sweet undertones of vanilla cream create a velvety background for the cafe blend. So this has top notes of coffee, middle notes of cream liqueur, and bottom of vanilla. And this is a delicious fragrance. And I know a lot of you burn this with the coffee and other things, and you guys said if you love this. So very popular fragrance that, again, will be available Friday the 28th. All right. So for those of you who watched my little goofy video with my crazy husband that I did for you guys, I think it was on Christmas Eve, I announced this theme of It Begins With You in 2022, because you guys remember our theme was It's Just the Beginning, right, that we had in our previous fling. So for this year, it begins with you, right? And it's whatever you want to do in 2022, but you may need some help making that happen. So we thought we would do some goal setting with you guys and some training. So joining us today, we have Ruby Director Allison Boers. Allison, are you there?
Yes, I am. Hello.
There she is. Hello. So Allison, she was literally, I hadn't even asked for anything. And in my inbox, she's like, Kim, here's my goals. Here's my goals for 2022. And I'm like, Allison, I would love for you to share about this. Like, what inspired your goals, you know, and will you talk about this? And she said she was a little bit hesitant, but then she's like, yes, I'll do it. So I'm so happy that you joined us. And I know we have this little image here. And here's the goals that she actually sent to me. This is how she sent it to me so you guys can see. So Allison, you want to talk a little bit about this and how these goals came about and what your plan is?
Yes, I would love to. Those are my goals. And I actually have a sheet made up, and these are my action steps to reach my goals. So I made sure I have it all written down, because if you don't have an action plan, it's not going to work. And I do have a planner. I like something I could write in. Some people can do it, you know, on their computer or however they want to do it. But I wanted to talk really quickly, not about my goals there, but I think the big reason why we fail to reach our goals each year is because we fail to make the emotional connections to take action and accomplish them. So when you think about it, why do you want to build the Mia Bella business? What is your why? And I'm sure you heard this before, but what is the why that makes you cry? What is important to you? What are your key motivators? If you don't have a why, you won't follow through with your goals, and they both tie together. My why is my kids, and it's been that way for years. I'm building that residual income that will come in each month for them after I've done the work. And it's something I can leave to my kids and help them with their lives. And that is what is important to me. That's my why, and that's my key motivator. And let's be brutally honest, most people are not very resilient. We say we are, but many of us are not. We try something once, and if we fail, we refuse to do it again because of the fear of embarrassment or comparison with others who have succeeded. So hanging on to previous disappointments will stop you in your tracks when it comes to goal setting. Fear stops many people from taking action. They just keep doing the same old things that they've always done. Fear of stepping out of their comfort zone, fear that they cannot do it, fear it'll hurt if they fail, fear of being disappointed, fear of failure. So setting goals will take you out of your comfort zone, and your why has to be strong enough so you don't give up and quit. But ask yourself this: if I continue what I'm doing now, what will I miss out on? And most important, how will I feel? Now think about what it is that's important to you with your business. Are you happy getting the products at discount for your own personal use and doing some retailing here and there? If so, I'm happy for you. And if you want to make an extra $200, $500 a month or more, you can do that too. It's your business and it's up to you on what you want to achieve with it. Now, once you found your why, then you start setting your business goals. Keep that why in front of you all the time along with your goals. And I like to put Post-it notes all over the house and in my car, just put them everywhere. Anytime an obstacle, a fear, or a setback occurs, read your key motivator, your why. And this is important. You can build your business. You have to believe in yourself. Believe you can achieve it. Many distributors in our company are earning a really good income. They are committed, they're consistent, they're persistent. They have big dreams and big goals. They work on personal development because you will get those no's, you will hit obstacles, you will feel like you're spinning your wheels and you'll have people give up and quit on your team. There'll be many bumps in the road, but they have learned not to take no's and people quitting to heart. They get through the mess in the middle that keep many people from reaching their goals. They accept it and they move on and they don't dwell on it. They have big whys and goals and they stay focused on those. Anyone can make a good income with our company. You don't need a special education. You don't need a huge inventory. You can work it around a full-time job and still grow your business. It's up to you and how much you want to hit your goals. How big is your why? If it's big enough, nothing's going to stop you. And you can work this business around your family and a full-time job. You need to balance it all out, and it can be done. The people working jobs can make good money. The time may take longer, but they still can do it. So don't compare yourself to others. Everyone's situation's different, and the time they have to work their business. So once you know what's important to you, now you can set your goals and how you're going to achieve them. So be specific with your goals. Do you want to make more sales? Or do you want to sell 30 candles next month? Do you want to do more follow-up calls? Or do you want to call 10 people to follow up on each week? When your goals are specific, it's easier to know if you met them or not. It's important. It's so important that you understand exactly what you're working towards. Now, make your goals actionable and in your control. I know we all want to earn more money and make more sales, and who doesn't? The thing is, we can't make people buy from us. We can't make our team sell more products. Those things, for the most part, are completely out of our control. So what is in your control? How many people you talk to each week? How many fundraisers you book each month? How many Facebook Lives you do in your VIP group? When you make your goals actionable, you hold yourself accountable. And let's be honest, who hasn't had a no one is buying from me moment before? When setting goals for your business, you need to make them completely in your control so that you alone are in charge of your success. So now, dose of reality, this really should be the very first step in setting goals for your business. It would be great if you could start your Mia Bella business this month and be the highest paid distributor in the company by fling, but it isn't realistic. I truly believe that you can do whatever you set your mind to, but if you make your goals too big, they'll discourage you. When setting your goals, keep in mind how much time you have to devote to your business. Make realistic goals for yourself. And someone who's spending 30 hours a week on their business is going to build faster than someone that has only 5 or 10 hours a week. You want to find that goal that's big enough, but small enough that is possible in the time frame you've set, which brings us to having a time frame. And this is vital when it comes to setting goals for your business. Now, if you say something like, I'm going to do 2 vendor events, well, that's a great start. I mean, it's specific, that's good. But let's break it down. If you do 2 vendor events all year, are you going to be happy? Or Are you hoping for 2 vendor events every quarter? You can determine the time frame by setting goals for the day, the week, the month, or the quarter. Then determine your specific goal and set the time frame to match. If you want to complete 15 follow-up calls, you need to determine you'll do that in 1 day, a week, or 2 weeks. And keep in mind how much time you have to devote to your business when you set your goals. And determine specific action steps. Take your goals and break it into specific and actionable action steps. If you want to do 4 fundraisers in 6 months, how many calls are you going to make a week to different groups? Start writing out a list of people to call. Schedule time to sit down and make those calls. You can do whatever goal you can do this with whatever goal you have, whether it be big or small. You just break down the goals into tiny chunks so that you avoid getting overwhelmed and you take action. Share your goals on your team group. Share them with your sponsor. Ask for an accountability partner to help you stay on track, whether it be your sponsor or another team member. Make it a commitment to report to your sponsor once a week and let them know what your goals are and what actions you're taking to achieve them. So take action, get better, try, fail, learn, try again, fail. Do until you get your first customer, until you get your first comma check, until you are where you want to be. And the bottom line, goal setting is a complete waste of time if you do not plan to actually achieve the things you want. The only way you get to the end is I forgot how I was going to say that. The only way you don't get to the end is if you quit. So don't give up. 2022 is going to be a great year for you. Believe it. No matter what, and have faith and belief in yourself. You got this, and a happy new year, and thanks for letting me share.
Great job, Allison. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I know you're getting applause. Yes. Great job, Allison. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I love that. I love the why. What makes you cry? Because that is the truth, right? What's in your heart, that's what you're going to work for. And you get, then so many, it's their kids, right, Allison? I mean, so many people, that's what drives so much of what we do, our kids. And I know even for Bob, that his kids drive a lot of what he does things. So I love that.
Mm-hmm. That's what'll keep you going. It's something that really hits your heart, something that's really important to you. And if you don't have it in front of you, you know, there are going to be days where you're just going to be, well, you know, I don't feel like doing it. But if you've got a big why, you're going to do it.
I love too. I mean, this, whether it's personal or it's business, right? All of this is connected. You know, right. I mean, that's the thing is you want to lose 100 pounds. Are you going to do it in a month? No. You know, I mean, you have to be realistic, whether it's a weight goal or whatever it is setting down those steps. And I love being realistic too. I mean, yes, you want to push yourself, but don't make it so crazy that then you're defeated, because right. That's what you don't want to set yourself up for failure either. So I love that. And I love too, because part of yours, I don't want to forget to share this, because part of her goals was to start having monthly meetings. So you may have seen Allison had posted out in our Bella Builder group about having her Midwest meetup in February. So I'll send a separate email out with this too, so that it doesn't get lost, because a lot of our emails have so much information. But here's what Allison's going to be doing on February 5th. And everyone's invited, right, Allison? I mean, there's no restrictions. You want as many guests as there is possible, right?
And you invite people in Illinois and in the area, and I promise I'll take good care of them and get all their questions answered for you. So yeah, send any guests and we'll make them feel comfortable and get everything answered for them.
I love this. That's why I love this company, because you guys are so willing to share all of your knowledge. It doesn't matter if they're on your team. I mean, it's about the company's growth. Right. And that's what, you know, I love this. You guys are so great at sharing, you know, all of your training and all of your know-how. So I appreciate you doing this. And I hope you get a good attendance. So guys, if you know people in that area that want to know more, send them her way, because it's going to be a great meeting for her. And we'd love to show the support. So, all right. Well, thank you again, Allison. I really appreciate you sharing today. And our next guest is Emerald Director, Callie Alder. So Callie, are you with us?
I am.
There she is. And we're seeing Callie's blonde today.
I am. Maybe for a while. I haven't decided yet. So, well, Allison is a
blonde, right?
Exactly. You just never know. This for me is abnormal. So normal is abnormal. Allison is a tough one to follow because she said it, and I don't know that I could say anything. I don't know if I have anything I could even add because she really just covered so much. And I mean, she laid it out perfectly. But for me, I think a lot of us do, but we fall into a category of we're make lots of big goals. Like I make daily goals, weekly goals, monthly goals, yearly goals. I mean, I have lots of goals. But if we don't have a plan, just like Allison said, if we don't break it down, and if we don't have a plan, the goal is nothing. I mean, we're never going to achieve it unless we have a plan to be able to get there. So I sent Kim my goals for every, for building my business. And I do this for all aspects of my life. I do it for finance, physical health, my personal life, and then for business. And I break them all out into smaller categories and places I want to specifically focus. So I may add to this as the year goes on, but these are where I want to focus right off the bat. So, for example, I want to increase across the board. And I love that Allison touched on the fact of having goals that you can be in control of, because I think this is one area where many of us, myself included, or maybe it's just me, but where we fall short, because I may say, my goal is to have 10 Ruby distributors by the end of February. Well, that's not in my control. I can't wish something onto someone else that they are in control of that. But in there, I can put in there that I want to be a better leader. I want to provide more trainings. I want to be able to work more closely with them to help them reach their goals. Increasing all areas, that is something I have control over. I know what my numbers were for 2021. And if I want to increase everything by 10%, now I have an attainable goal. And like Allison said, keep it realistic, but make it a big goal. And for me, that could be a really big goal. Sponsoring 10% more, that, it can be done, but that might be a big goal for some of us. So there's certain things that we can do. And I think putting down a plan, putting down your goals, and then breaking it down into little bites to be able to take out of it is going to do nothing but help each and every one of us. So like I said, I do this in all aspects of my life, and then I pen it up on the wall behind my desk, keep it in the forefront of my mind so that I know each day, these are the areas where I need to focus specifically. And maybe today it's working on scheduling posts. Maybe it might be working on, I have a meeting with a new bookkeeper, because that's one area where I really struggle, is keeping everything super organized. And I feel like I'm putting too much time into something that with some help might end up being a little more manageable. So I think it's definitely important to, before, make your list of goals, but before you start trying to implement them, implement a plan to be able to achieve them. And one of the things that I did for me, we have a lot of trainings and we have been focusing on a lot of things, but making it simple, just keeping it super simple, even if it's things we've already learned. So one of the things that I did is I've created a graphic for our team, and I shared it with them on January 1st, but it's growing your business in 2022 is as simple as 1, 2, 3. And I think just keeping it simple. So I've taken things that we've already learned and we've been listening to all along, but putting it into something that I can keep as a screensaver on my phone or post it behind my desk or whatever. But if you want to grow your business in 2022, as easy as 1, 2, 3, a candle a day. That's something that Kylie and Shelly introduced us to. And we've all kind of adapted it. And I think that for me was kind of a game changer, a candle a day. It makes it really easy for me to stay focused on just today, only what I can do today. And 1 candle a day 2 new contacts. This is something Bob talks about all the time. We all talk about all the time, but having 2 new contacts every single day, whether it's handing out a sample, talking to a fundraiser prospect, someone who's been on the fence, or just building relationships with new people. And 3 customer follow-ups every day, sending out those thank you notes, following up to make sure they got their order and that they're happy with it, seeing if they need refills, whatever the case may be. But you can grow your business in 3 simple steps if you commit to doing them every single day. 1, 2, 3. It's as easy as that. And then one other thing that we've done, actually, I cannot take credit for this. This is all Diane Sweeney. She actually saw this through a friend of hers, and she messaged me and said, I want to do this. Can you help me recreate it? So this is her idea. I just created the graphic for it. But a lot of us have a frequent buyers club, or maybe a candle club where they're buying every single month. And this is just kind of another spin on that. But this is a quarterly rewards club. And Kim will make all of these images, available. Anyone's welcome to use them. But Diane came to me with this, and it's, you're getting them to commit to spending $40 each month for 3 months in a row, January, February, March. And at the end of that, in April, she's willing to reward them for being a consistent customer. Like I said, it's kind of a spin on the Candle of the Month Club, or however you work that. But it's a great way to build that consistency and making sure that you're rewarding your regular customers. So, like I said, lastly, the only thing I want to leave you with is, we've all seen it a million times, but it really this year is sticking with me. But, a goal without a plan is just a wish. And you've got to make sure you put that plan into place, whether it's setting up a monthly candle club or a quarterly rewards club, or just implementing the 1, 2, 3 steps. Whatever it is, you've got to have, if you want to grow your business, you've got to have a plan. So that's all I got.
Very good.
Thank you. Great job, Callie. And I know, and with Callie too, I've seen it where you will set goals, and again, we don't always hit them, right, Callie? Not always.
No, absolutely
but
not.
You can always readjust.
Right.
It's all about not quitting, but going back and say, okay, I've got to make adjustments for next month, because maybe I didn't hit it here, but if I make a few tweaks here, I can do it. But it's constantly going back and revisiting them too. Don't just write them down and then file them away. It's every day we've got to be looking at them. And,
exactly.
And I love that. I love the consistency. And again, I love how you break it down for all areas of your life too. And you have all that broken down. I love that. I need to do that. Jody and I were talking about cleaning closets and things, and I'm like, oh yes. And it's not even hard to do. It's just making a plan, making the time, and doing it.
Exactly.
The silly little things, right? But I love this too. So thanks, Diane, for recommending this. I love this program too. So like you said, I'll put everything out there so that you guys can share it and use it however you like. So thank you again, you guys are always so generous with sharing your great ideas. Bob, did you have anything you wanted to say at all?
No, they've said it all. 2022 is going to be an incredible year. 2021 ended incredible. We put back about $90,000 in equipment to move forward. So we're excited, we're committed, and we're just excited here. We're very excited. It's January. I know it's recruiting time. It's people are out there, they've maxed out credit cards. The holidays are over. They got the blues. They're looking for some change, whatever that may be. And all we have to do is share the product and share the opportunity. I call it STP, STP, STP. Show the product, show the plan, stuff my pocket.
I love it. And Bob, this is a good segue from their training too, because it was Julie Beiswanger and I think Kylie, they had been in contact, and this is a speaker that we had at Gold Canyon a long time ago. She's a trainer. Her name is Belinda Ellsworth. So she's going to be doing a Learn and Grow training for all of us on Wednesday, January 12th. And I'll set out a Zoom event for this. So it'll be 6 o'clock Arizona time, 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. And it's called Dare to Dream in 2022. So she'll be sharing how you can keep your dreams alive and our new normal, as she puts it, with the basics of the business always at the center. And she's also going to be presenting a new planner that she works with, and somebody will win that at the end of it. So you have to be on the call live to be able to get in this to win. But she is going to be giving one of her planners away, and you'll all have the opportunity to purchase them at the end of it too. She'll explain what that is. And I saw a little bit of it. It looks like a great tool, and it ties really great into all of our goal planning right now. So I hope that you guys can join us for that as well. And she's doing this training for free, guys, which is really unheard of for these kind of trainers to do that. So she's agreed to do it at no charge. She just wants to offer her planner and the tools for you guys to be able to help be successful in 2022. So looking forward to that. And Fling, so real quickly, we're getting towards the end of our call here. Just wanted we had our last early bird, right, was in December for those 2 tickets into the early bird where we're giving $1,100 in cash away. So we had 6 people registered in December. So you can see Bessie, Jeffrey, Sue, Nikki, Tammy, and Pat. So we have 112 total so far that have registered for this event. So you still can register. Obviously, it's through your back office. If you just go under corporate information under calendar of events, and you're just going to click right there on register today. And it'll bring up, you'll see a bunch of information, but here's where the pricing is. And all you're going to do is click on that, and it'll take you to where you're going to purchase, but it kind of takes you off the site. It's 2 steps, as I like to remind you guys. So you want to go pay for whether you're going to do the payment plan or whether you're going to pay in full, but then you want to come back and scroll down and you want to fill in your information. Because if you don't fill in your information, we have your payment, but I don't know you're attending. Or if you only fill in your information, I have your information, but you haven't paid. So you've got to make sure that you go through these 2 steps. And then if you scroll further down, you're going to see where you can also add your allergies, your emergency contact information. And if you want to add a guest, that's where you would do it as well. And then you would submit your registration on the bottom of the page there. So still plenty of time to register for our July event. And now our January glance, there were a lot of dates that I threw out to you guys this month. So here is your calendar. You can see it's a very busy calendar. So I filled in everything I could here, whether it's about sponsoring. For national days, I only did the monthly ones. You can see that it's National Blood Donor Month and National Mentoring Month for January. And then filled in to the right. If it was filled in here, I filled it in over to the right because there's so many dates on here that I couldn't fit it all in little squares. So all of the things that are coming up, you have on this calendar. So make sure that you print this, have this on your phone, put it in your groups. I know I see a lot of you put this actually as your Facebook page up there. So make sure that your team has this information because everything they need is here for what's happening in January. So this is where we're going to end. It begins with you in 2022, right, Bob? It's all up to you guys. We're here. We're giving you all these tools. So it's up to you what you do with them, right, in 2022. So I hope that you guys really take advantage of everything that we've shared today and that Callie and Allison have shared and all of the great things happening for January. What a great way to start off the year. So, and first thing is make sure you share this with your teams. If they don't watch it, then they're not in the know of what's happening in January and they're missing out on a lot. So make sure that you share this once I get this recording out there. So anything else you want to share, Bob, before we end for the day?
No, thanks, gang, for an incredible 2021. I look forward to lots of meetings happening in 2022 around the country, and stay safe out there.
Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.